Hey guys, and welcome to my patch notes review for the Snowfest Edition. Getting right into it, features winter is coming and the winter dragon brood has arrived. So that is the new dragon. They're going to be the new winter dragon souls through the challenge like every month. They always come out their new dragons. The hub has been updated in honor of Snowfest, so let's go check that out real quick. I actually have no gear on this guy. It's just a random guy. Okay, so as you can see, the hub is now covered in a white substance called snow, and it's got the permafrost biome across the outside, and yeah, it's all white and snowy and snow festive-y and I guess festival-ish. However you wanna go about it, that's what it is. The winter pinata returns to the Trove store. So to get the winter pinata, obviously you would just press N and go to goods, and it is right here. You get the single pack, the 5-pack, 50-pack, and then 100-pack with the club megaphone to announce your club. It's a Snowfest miracle. The Santa Barbarian costume has returned to the Trove store. So if you go costumes, here it is, limited time, 1,250 credits. I believe you can trade this for Flux though, so you can most likely buy it from the store. Let's see, Santa. Yes, you can. You can still buy it from the store if you don't want to spend real life and you just want to do the Flux. So, 2 winter mounts are back in action, Rudolph Raptor and Reveling Reindeer. To also get those, you press N, you go to mobility, and here they are. They cost credits and qubits. I'm a little sad because they were free. I got the Rudolph Raptor back in 2013's Christmas, and then I think this one was 2014's. So I don't really understand why they're not free anymore, and they actually cost real life money. Well, obviously they cost credits, like I can just do that and get the Reveling Reindeer like I just did, but they also cost credits. I don't fully understand why. I understand, but I don't, yeah. This is a review, and I think that is a bad, or kind of selfish thing to do. But just let's move on. Fish at double speed all week, so they brought that back. So again, they will most likely start recycling their little promotions that they have. So they've already done, the 50% bonus experience twice now. So here is fast fishing again for the second time as well. So they're probably, recycling them as they come along. Or as the weeks go by. Chaos chests have been updated. Top loot this week is the Metalhead Mag Rider, as you can tell in the bigger picture in the middle. Also, it's the 1st and it's not November anymore, so I don't know why they didn't update this. But, oh well, that's laziness for you, or I guess try on. Game update challenges now show up at Mastery Rank 10. Okay, so they've reduced it again. That's the second time. It used to be 30, then they reduced it to 20, and now it's 10. So I guess you can start getting dragons a little earlier. I don't know if I agree with this, because dragons are supposed to be late game. Like Mastery Rank 30 is not even late game enough. But once you hit 30, you would have to then start going for the dragons. I felt that was more appropriate because now you're just, you're gonna see everybody on dragons, and it's just gonna be annoying in my opinion. And they don't really have any. The old ones will, but the new dragons aren't gonna have any real, satisfaction if you really like the dragons. I don't feel that way. That's just my personal opinion, though. I feel like they're gonna be too early game to even, warrant, like, hey, he has a legendary dragon. People are gonna say, who cares, No one's gonna ask, how do you get that dragon or anything like that. It's just gonna be, dragons. Oh well. I feel like that's the way that they're going. They've already gone that way with multiple other things, like the adventure mounts. They returned to them, multiple other things as well. And I feel like it's a bad route to go. I don't agree with it, but I would like to hear your guys' opinions as well. If you guys would like to let me know if you agree or if you think I'm an idiot, because you guys like to voice your opinions on that. But moving on with the actual patch notes, Sky Portal and Shadow Tower portals are now significantly cheaper to craft. I saw this one coming. They were already mentioned before, so if we go back to the club, so oh yeah, you gotta click that. So if we go back to the club, you can see in the builder's crafting bench, I believe it is, where you craft portals. Yes, it is. So this one used to cost 2,000 infinium, and now it costs 50. Like, I've had to craft 3 of these already, so that's already 6,000 Infinium, and now they only cost 50 Infinium. So I don't really care if they don't, you know, reimburse us or anything like that. Honestly, I don't care about that. Yeah, they didn't. But I wish they would have done it sooner or just had it stay the same, because I believe this is going to make people that aren't me, because obviously I don't care about it, but people that aren't me, I believe that they are going to be very angry with this. And then because the player base is already here, I believe. Everybody that's already have their clubs, you know, they're going to have their Sky portals already. And it's just going to, you know, it helps the players that haven't built them yet. But, yeah, that's not very many if you want to, if we're going to be honest. And then this one also doesn't cost gems anymore, the Shadow Tower portal. It costs only 10 fragments and 50 Infinium. But moving on, Shadow Tower enemies on floor 1 and 2 have significantly reduced health. I guess that's to just make Shadow Towers go faster if you're, you know, doing Hard Dollar Moons. Like I did all Friday. I had a solo Hard Dollar Moon every Friday, just like Can't Catch Me is telling me right now. So that'll make my life easier, of course. So I can't argue with that. There is now a new Golden Thread objective to enter the Shadow Tower. This one isn't new. I'm going to be honest, this is not new because I just made that 1 to 1 million Flex account, and I have to do this. I had to do this for like the past 2 weeks. So it's not new. That is a lie. They're just making it so that way you can get the credits if you haven't... Because what they do, whenever they release new Golden Threads, they make it available to everybody. And if you've already completed it, it would automatically complete. However, this one, it didn't when they added it. They never mentioned when they added it, but it's been in the game for a while now. So they're making it available to all the players that haven't, you know, made an account within the past month or so. But I do feel like they should have made that a little bit more clear, because that was kind of a lie. But moving on, Wings are now unlocked at Master Rank 5, while Quibsley unlocks at Master Rank 10. Oh, they actually made Quibsley available to everybody. So, good thing for me, right? Because this was only available through Alpha before, I believe. Let's see. Let's see if yes, this ally actually was not available to anybody if you did not buy Alpha. It's an Alpha ally. That's, you know, to signify that you've been playing since Alpha, and now it's available to everybody at Master Rank 10. And then they moved down the Wings to Master Rank 5. Honestly, I could care less about that. But yep. Boots from fishing have been reduced by 75%. Sorry, boot lovers. That's good. That was supposed to counteract bots, because there was a very big issue with bots back in beta when fishing was first released. I guess they counteracted the bots at some degree, so they can reduce it. For us normal players, obviously that's going to, you know, be less annoying for us. But I do wonder how they're going to counteract the bots as well, because that does ruin our market. Because they can fish up thousands and thousands of Glim and, you know, sell them for very cheap on the market. Shaper's Dream boxes are no longer available. Good thing, because those were a complete waste. And Shaper's Vision boxes now give more flux. So I do agree with this update, because it reduces the confusion. There shouldn't have been a reason why they even had 2 boxes if one of them was completely a waste of time. So I'm glad with this, and obviously we're going to get more flux out of the 1 box that they kept, so yes, good job. Now moving on to bug fixes. Fix a bug where Shadowhunter's Radiant Arrow didn't do extra damage to marked targets. It's supposed to be, it did do, so this again is kind of a lie. It did do more damage. It does double damage. It just didn't show it in the damage number text, because I've already tested this. So it's going to show, when you use your right click before this patch, it would do, say, 10k. It'll say 10k on top of each other. It'd be 2 10ks. If you slow down, because I recorded footage and I slowed it down to tenths and tenths and tenths of a second, and there are actually 2 combat text numbers stacked on top of each other. It said, like, you know, 10,698, and there was one, you can tell, right underneath it that said the same exact thing. So it always did do that damage, unless this is just, you know, an excuse to buff them. Maybe they buffed them, but what this text says is not true. I'm just letting you guys know. And also fix a bug where Shadowhunter's ultimate Radiant Arrow and Gunslinger's instant charge shot fire on their own after a few seconds while holding down the attack button. I never really ran into that because I've never held down the button for too long. but that's good. And fix Shadowhunter bug where charging a radiant arrow immediately after triggering Arrow of the Goddess sometimes cause the arrow to fire without dealing damage. That is an actual bug. That is a good thing they fixed that, because that was a bad thing, because you would use your ultimate and nothing would happen. Like literally nothing. So that's good that they're fixing it. Fix bug in Battle Arena where Shadowhunter's Sun Snare could be triggered by the Shadowhunter and teammates. I never really ran into that because I don't do too much PvP, but good thing they fixed that, because actually I think I do remember in the PTS I was playing around when the servers were offline, and that did happen to me. I ran over my own and it stunned me. But yeah, that is good. There's like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You guys like, I guess, to want to know my opinions after the last time I said I was gonna make a rant video. I had a lot of support asking me to do it. By the way, this is a bug too. I have this hearted, or this homeworld hearted, but it doesn't show. You can tell like this. I unheart it now, and now you can see there's one less prop, and now I heart it again, and now it's back to the props even though they were great. Just, you know, for the future, try on if you feel like fixing some more bugs. But yeah, this, I mean, it's the same every week. I can't really, you know, toot my own horn that much, but most of the patch notes in this patch is lies, or, you know, just wrong in general. Like making like what I mean by wrong is like making Quibsley an alpha only ally available to everybody. Like I feel like that demoralizes the alpha players, even though there's not many of us. I'm an example of one, and they've done this like twice or 3 times now with some things, like the it wasn't alpha, but it was the old adventure box mounts. They made those available when, you know, they were very expensive, because they were back in the, you know, 8 months ago they were available, and then they made them available to everybody. And I feel like that they're kind of going that route. Pretty soon everybody's gonna have the Trove sword, and I'm gonna have no purpose of why I even played Trove. The entire point of buying alpha was, you know, you got exclusive items that no one could ever get again, and they lied. This is like, they do this every week, and I don't understand why. I don't want to rant too long. I just, you know, they watch these videos, and I question their, you know, their decisions on why they lie, because they're literally just straight up lying to players. So yeah, I just want to make that a little clear, if I haven't already in the past, you know, like 20 or so patch notes reviews that I've done already. Maybe they just don't care, you know. It kind of seems like they're going that route, but who cares about my opinion? I guess you guys can let me know your guys' opinions. Most of you probably were in alpha, but you can at least let me know if you agree with my opinion. Like, if you agree that they shouldn't be lying to players, that they've already promised things and stuff like that. But yes, that is going to be it for my patch notes review. Remember, leave all your feedback down below in the comments. I want some good feedback on this, because this was a very, there's like 3 good things in this patch, but most of it was just, you know, bullshit. I'm gonna be honest. So let me know, you guys. Just let me know. But that's gonna be it for this video. Remember, if you enjoyed the patch notes reviews, leave a like on the video. But besides that, I will